not even gonna bump nothing. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, people? You already know the day. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. This is at Luther's Corner. I am going to try to make sure these pop out as much as possible. This is going to be that 20-minute episode where just get to get that off your chest. I get to talk. It's almost like my virtual journal. So we're going to get on that. So if I had a pen and a paper right now, I'm taking it out and I'm going to write down some things. So I don't know how you put family in, I guess, in order of your life. Is it your immediate family? Is it, your friends, colleagues? Which one do you consider that close-up family? Well, make you think. I started thinking about that. I was like, well, who do I consider family, and then who do I consider friends? Oh, I got some stuff going on. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I got a lot of friends, and then I have a lot of associates. I'm not going to too much say that all of them are family, because, that would be a lie. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this right. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see. Yes, Lord. Boom. And boom, we're back. What's up, Facebook? So, in the studio, as usual, you already know who it is. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Where and who do you put in that your family five? Is it your immediate family, or is it friends, colleagues, stuff like that? Well, I don't know. If you were to ask JR that, of course, he's going to put mama, sister, then it's going to go down the line. But as I got older, I got married, I had kids, so priorities changed around. And you still, would have asked, that same question, it probably still would have been, kind of sort of that way, but adding extra people, and some people would have fell off that list. Well, as you, growing, you kind of, I guess, grow apart, or you figure out, that it's not what you thought it was, and then you start to, drop people off that, that friendly five or whatever, a family five. I don't know. I think I had my first kid, I was 15. But I wasn't proud of it, but I didn't hurt, because that's some of the best things that ever happened in my life. It turned me into who I am. And I guess it's because I had something I made that loved me for me. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact what happened, you love your mom, you love your dad. I didn't see my dad till I was 27 and hadn't seen him again. But, doesn't mean that I don't, I don't care about him. I don't know about all that lives, but I still care about him because he made me. But, yeah, he probably wouldn't be in my family five, that first five anyway. He going to be in the top 10, but he ain't going to be in the first five. And then I guess family-wise, it was my sister and my mom, so you would always think that them the road dogs. And yes, I love my sister to death. And R.I.P. my mommy. But you kind of start, I don't know. Maybe it's a trip. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Two sides to a story. Something in the middle is the truth. So I need to find that middle, I guess. Because when I see it one-sided. And I hate the fact that, I guess, it takes something so drastic to happen for you to realize, or trip, whatever, that everything ain't what you thought it was. And that's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you trip on your own self. You're your worst enemy. And having a strong like support system, backbone, whatever you want to call it. And like you gotta be built for it tough. And I don't know, maybe I'm not built for it tough because I was more emotional than I thought I would be. I don't know. Journaling wise, I would definitely put in, be careful of where you let your, where you put all of your spirit in your heart, because sometimes that can get broken. I love you too. That's my wife. She hit me up, tell me she love me. That's what I'm talking about. So if she don't know and she don't listen, I don't know. She gonna know I said I love her on her. But speaking of that one, you gotta have a strong support system. Sometimes you get twisted and you think your support system ain't even there. And, that's when, everything falls down. So we're going to take that time. I'm going to tell you the truth. Yep, I 100% thought I was just all alone in this thing. And I was like, man, I was starting to turn on everybody. And it wasn't even a turn. It was just, I was backing away from everybody. I backed away from friends, family. And I say that as in just how I did. Friends, then family. And I kind of figured it probably should have been the other way around. But, it is what it is. When you get to be my age, you kind of like, ain't no reason to cry or spill milk. So shit, wipe that shit up and keep on going. And not saying you got to be cold, but you got to let that shit go. And it was kind of hard. Now that I'm reaching out, getting help, talking to someone, which is what I'm sticking on, this men's mental health. It's serious. Because you never know, like the things that that affect you in your childhood, if you're not getting those out and you steady pushing that in and pushing that in and pushing that in, it makes regret and then animosity and then hate. And before you know it, it's just like you consumed with that, that feeling, that something ain't right or this ain't right. And it's a lot of things. I have a list of that I want to write in this journal. Some things I will talk about, some things I won't. But this is my time to do and to say what I want to say. Not saying anything negative. Like, if my family listens to this, I'm sorry, y'all. It is what it is. I don't put nobody out there, but this is my journal, my way of getting my releasing. So if you happen to be in my journal, that's what it is. I did it this way because, for one, this is a platform. For two, me doing my journal this way is going to make sure my grandbaby, when she turn 18, she going to be straight. If it makes it, guess what? She's straight when she 18. If it don't, she's still straight when she 18 because that papa gonna work his ass off to get it. But like, that's the most important thing to me now. Now, if you ask me now, family, my grandbaby, then we'll go down the list. Because that little girl love pawpaw regardless of what he done, did, thought about. So, in the end, I won. I got what I needed that loved me for me and nothing else. And I'm probably going to do even more than that because I know how mine felt. It's hard to grow up thinking that, you was the next choice or an accident. But then when you have some that, your kids feel that way, that's an issue. So I made sure mine didn't feel that way. Didn't give them everything they wanted, but shit, they had their spots. You can't live off regret. You can't live off of anger. You can't live off of resentment. That'll only kill you. It makes you a really bitter person. You know what I'm saying? We can smoke some weed, chill out, but still makes you a bitter person. I'm just saying, so we have to change how we do things. I think people are like, I had to change how I talk to my kids, how I showed my kids how much I cared about them. I explained everything to them. And you shouldn't have to do that. But I did that because I didn't need them questioning everything that went on when they grew up. And they're going to know Dad loved them regardless of the fact how hard I was on them. And if they don't, something wrong. But they are kind of soft, but still. Because when you don't feel that way and you grow up and then you finally say things and they still like shoot those off like that just like, puts that period on there. Yep, that's how I feel. I have heard one saying so freaking much. I'm tired of hearing it. Like 100% tired of hearing it. And see, this ain't saying nothing to nobody, but your opinion, hey, no, your feelings are valid. I'm so tired of hearing that. Because your feelings are valid until they're not. Because I can, I've argued with my wife. I was like, yeah, no, I get it. Your opinion is valid. But all I'm saying is that you can have an opinion, but I don't give I'm still going to feel how I feel. And I don't know. I mean, it might not be that way, but that's the way I take it. That's the way I put it in my head. So it still got to that point where I don't want to tell you how I feel. Because if I tell you how I feel, you're going to, one, tell me I'm wrong. Then you're going to talk to somebody else and tell them I'm tripping. And then you're going to talk to somebody else and say, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the easiest way to do things is not even to speak on it at all. But it's very unhealthy. So I have this spot so I can talk about it and go on with my business. I enjoy doing this. I'm going to do this for a long time if I can. I'll be on there. Hey, Wanda, how you doing, ma'am? All right, I see you. This is my way to get stuff off my chest. One thing I haven't done that I had done recently, I picked up a Bible. And I was reading. And I was like, well, dang. I feel like half of the book. And so what I did, instead of asking somebody else, I went and read it. I kept on reading a little bit. Then I ain't gonna lie, I skipped. Get to the end of this. Let me read this. What was the outcome? I noticed that in the Bible, all the outcomes are fairly good, and then you have those couple that just didn't turn out the way you thought they were. Those are the ones I was interested in. Maybe I want to take those steps, maybe I felt like I was getting everything put on my shoulders and I'm supposed to come out on top in the end and I'll be thankful for what I have. Like, no. The way I feel like right now is broken. And it's, it is what it is. Grown man, we move on. People lose their, parents all the time. But I feel like I lost mine without knowing where I stood. And yes, people, yo, mom, be so proud of you. You so. If I didn't feel that way when she was here, then I need to hear that from her. Guess what I can't do? I cannot hear that from her now. So your words are like floating cloud. It's. I don't want to say what I want to say, but. So yeah, I understand. It's people are gonna make you feel better. It's supposed to make no. Answers is what I needed. Answers I didn't get. And then when people are like, well, talk. No, because can't nobody answer that. Because if you tell somebody, oh, well, I felt this way because of this, especially if it's people, they going, man, you tripping. All right, so now I have to deal with not knowing why, because I was too much of a dude to even, let my feelings be, like, Mom, this is what's going on. I feel this way. So, don't hold back. If you feel a certain type of way, life is too short. Get that off your chest. I'm not saying go start no fights with your family and all that, because that's just bull. But you and your family should be on that same level where what I say, if it's so valid, then what I say should matter, or you should at least take that in consideration of what they talking about. Don't blow it off. Don't blow them off. So I'm talking to both sides. Don't blow them off. But, you know what I'm saying, don't take everything they're saying. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? You see, that's my sister-in-law right there. That's family. Like, I talked to her and her husband and Mike and Meek and Courtney, like Kevin. That's crazy. I have one sibling, and I probably talk to them more than I talk to my sibling. But I know things, you know, this was real hard. This little time in our life is real hard for me and mine because it's something we've never been through. It's a lot I want to say, but I'm not going to. But, oh man, this is bad. It's crazy because this one was supposed to be like just quick, little, simple, easy. But if I was writing right now, I'm probably on the second page. And I guess, I mean, I can, my next episode, I already got that started. It's going to be Beauty Lies Within Imperfections. So that kind of leads into that. You have to learn to, like, people say forgive, you know, and I can't forgive anything I don't know. So that's lost. See, I had one on there and it popped out. So I don't know, man, you know what I'm saying? Too much truth. But anyway, you really can't. So you have to be better. Because, you know, feeling bad makes you feel ugly right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very ugly. And it's because you have anger and resentment for nothing. Or, you know, and not saying it's for nothing, but you don't even communicate with people enough, those people enough to even let them know that how you feel about anything. So I'm telling you now, I don't care who it is, auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, sister, brother, mama. If you lose one and you feel some type of way, say what you gotta say what's on your chest. I guarantee you half of the time they're gonna blow you. You know, not like that, but blow you off. You know, I'm just saying they're gonna blow it out the water. Don't let that happen. You say what you feel what you say. You know what I'm saying? Since that day, I have not held my tongue on anything I had to say. Well, to my family I did, and that was stupid of me. But you know, I felt I did what I was, you know, good at. I said what I had to say. It was like, bro, you tripping. All right. And I accepted that and I left. The wrong thing to do. I felt a certain way I should have did it. So don't be me. Because, I mean, yes, it might get you into your little argument, scuff, or whatever, but that way you know that your peoples know, or your friend, or your girl, whatever, whoever you're talking to, they know that, look, this is how I feel, my feelings are there. Now, do they have to be valid? Hell no, you ain't got to worry about my feelings, but I'm telling you how I feel. And so either they're going to respect it or they're not. If you can't find nobody to respect it, nah. Oh, yeah, I forgive the little tick. It's one of these cards. Oh, we're good now. Huh? Even like 2 minutes. Yeah, just put it back a little bit. All right, right there, yeah. We're not going to let it. We ain't going to stay on too long because I don't want nobody to be sitting there talking about, oh, here you go. Or bored. You know, I'm just saying, don't let this be, you know, to ruin a friendship or a relationship or, you know, family just because you feel like, you know, you feel a certain type of way. Because the way you feel matters, and that affects your inner self. And so when I say beauty lies within imperfections, now you got to point that out. That's imperfection. It's definitely an imperfection, and that's something you got to get a hold of and you got to correct, because you should be the best version of you every day. 2026 is going to be the best version of Luther. Luther's going to be trying to do this cast. Luther's going to be putting out merch. Luther's going to be doing his whole little gaming thing. All of this is because I put a goal in head. I couldn't care less if anybody talked to me anymore. Long as that one little baby down there, she cutting for grandpa, papa gonna spoil the hell out of her, and that's what we gonna do. I don't gotta talk to nobody else. Hear my wife right there say something like, okay, yeah, shoot, deuces. As long as I see my grandbaby every day, we good. So I have somebody I put my head into. So therefore, I know my feelings are valid toward her. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna spoil my grandbaby, and I'll make sure she know Papa love her to death, so she don't have to question that. So if anybody else is doing things, don't make it where your loved ones have to question or even think to question where they fit in your life. Because if they got to question that means something broke somewhere. And if you don't rectify that, or at least give them that credit to saying, hey, I understand what you're saying, make their feelings really valid, that's cool. You're gonna hurt yourself in the long run, or you're gonna lose a person. You're gonna lose those feelings. That is the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. That is my journal, Luther's Corner. For today, I will have a shirt out. Push it over. Don't grab it. Don't. I might cry a little bit. No, I'm not gonna cry. Thank y'all for real. I think we're gonna hit get us another episode in